Today's affirmation is for the part of you that's been knocked down, the part that's tired, the part that's been through too much and wonders if it's still possible to rise. Because healing isn't linear. Growth isn't always graceful. And strength isn't about never falling. It's about how you rise. You're allowed to begin again. You're allowed to rebuild. You are allowed to rise, slowly, softly, powerfully. Resilience isn't about pretending everything's fine. It's about showing up anyway. It's about choosing grace over guilt. It's about trusting that even in the rubble, something sacred is being born. So today, we rise. Not because we're unbroken, but because we're becoming. Let's begin. I rise. I rise from the ashes of old stories. I rise from the weight of past mistakes. I rise from the silence of self-doubt. I rise with strength, not the kind that hides pain, but the kind that honors it. The kind that says, I've been through it and I'm still here. I rise with grace. I do not rush my healing. I do not shame my scars. I move forward with softness and self-respect. I rise with resilience. I bend, but I do not break. I pause, but I do not quit. I feel deeply, but I do not drown. I rise emotionally. I allow myself to feel without judgment. I do not suppress. I soothe. I do not react. I reflect. I hold space for my emotional truth. I rise mentally. I release limiting beliefs. I rewrite the stories that kept me small. I choose thoughts that empower, not imprison. I rise spiritually. I trust that every setback was a setup for alignment. I believe in divine timing. I surrender control and allow miracles. I rise physically. I honor my body's pace. I nourish myself with care. I rest when needed and move when inspired. I rise creatively. I do not wait for perfection. I allow my voice to be heard. I create from authenticity, not approval. I rise relationally. I release toxic connections. I choose love that uplifts, not depletes. I set boundaries that protect my peace. I rise financially. I release scarcity. I open to abundance. I trust that I am worthy of overflow. I rise professionally. I do not chase titles. I build impact. I do not compare timelines. I honor my own. I show up with purpose, not pressure. I rise energetically. I clear what no longer serves me. I protect my space. I choose environments that reflect my growth. I rise with forgiveness. I release resentment. I release guilt. Rise financially, release scarcity, open to abundance. Worthy of overflow, rise professionally, do not chase titles. Do not compare timelines, honor my own. Show up with purpose, not pressure, rise energetically. Clear what no longer serves me, protect my space. Choose environments that reflect my growth. Rise with forgiveness. Release resentment, release guilt. I release the belief that I must carry everything alone. I rise with compassion, for myself, for my past, for my process. I rise with clarity. I know who I am. I know what I deserve. I know what I will no longer tolerate. I rise with courage, even when I'm scared, even when I'm uncertain, even when I've failed before. I rise with grace. I do not need to be perfect. I do not need to be fast. I just need to be true. I rise with strength. I rise with softness. I rise with resilience. Take a breath. Feel your strength. Feel your softness. Feel your resilience. You don't have to be perfect. You don't have to be ready. You just have to be willing. Willing to rise. Willing to begin again. Willing to trust your becoming. Because you are not broken. You are rebuilding. You are not behind. You are realigning. So today, rise. Rise with grace. Rise with strength. Rise with unshakable resilience. You are allowed to begin again. And I'm proud of you.